Yo, what's up guys? Today we're back with another league racing video, and today I'm gonna showcase my first two races in FRL. They didn't go so good, but you know, this grid is insane. And let's see, for the first race in Bahrain, as you can see, we have not even set a proper lap, and this lap was all about just putting in a valid lap, and I didn't expect much from it. Still was a 26.0, which for me is not even that bad, looking at how much practice I did. But at this point we are in 11th spot, and you can already see the grid, guys. You see some Shazoo guys in here. Baraka is also a pretty quick driver, of course. If you're a league racer, you have probably seen some of these names before. So we're gonna start 14th for the first race. These races didn't go so well, but I'm still gonna showcase them because in the second race, the race after this, Jeddah, I did have some fun battling. So for this race, it's really... oh, this race is actually so awful. For the start, we're gonna line up on the grid. We're gonna just do a medium soft. I was still, you know, after that quali, didn't go great, but you know, still got the whole race ahead of me. Trying to get some points, you know, in this grid. I'd be happy with like a top 8 in here. We get an amazing start on the mediums, of course. Bad OP, but then, yo, I was so tense. I don't know why I was so tense. I just completely forgot to brake. I was looking for the reference, and of course you have to brake so much earlier because there's so many cars ahead. So we get front wing damage. Straight away we were in last place, hoping for a safety car, and that safety car came in lap 6 already. We went to the hards because I thought the hards to the end would be the better way to go at this point of the race, and here we are just gonna be sleeping at the safety car restart. Yeah, again, no clue what I was doing. Just completely, yeah, wasn't even close to the car ahead. I was trying to heat up my hard tires, and I didn't expect them to go, or yeah. No clue what I was thinking, so I had a little gap in front of me, but then this happened. We're short shifting up to 5th. I was full throttle already, and then I hit that curb the wrong way, and we get front wing damage again. And it's just, this race was really a joke. It's not over yet, guys, because at this point I had front wing damage, and I thought, okay, there's chance for another safety car. We pitted again, and then this happens. So I brake, and I was running 10-9 wings. It was quite an aggressive setup, but it was really quick. But yeah, you can't brake a little too hard, and I got rear wing damage here. So we're gonna straight away retire the car, and that's the end of race 1. And oh, such a bad race, but amazing transitions as you just saw. So we're gonna move on to Jeddah, and again in quali, didn't expect much because, well, two things. I'm gonna pad, and I'm gonna get my excuses away get my excuses ready right away. And I was running 5-4 wings for this race, so I wasn't expecting to do good in quali at all. But still did an awful quali. Like, I got a black screen in my second run, and I got front wing damage because I had to pass and I couldn't see my screen, and well, it was a mess. So we're gonna start 18th. I thought, let's go on to the softs. So let's try and get a good start here. On the softs, we of course are gonna get a good start compared to these cars around me. Still not really a gap for us, and we're just trying to this time survive, of course, lap 1. And we do get up to 16th spot with Ryan in front of us here. As you can see, our teammate in 13th. A lot of these guys are starting on the mediums. Of course, it's better to just start on the mediums, but I was so far back, and in practice I also did go on softs. I think this guy had front wing damage, so sent it down the inside. And after sector 1, we are in 15th spot, still 15th. And as you guys, if you like, I was talking and I'm gone through it pretty quickly. So I didn't really pay attention to the quali times, but I don't know, you could pass it. It's just an insane grid. And I was never gonna get anywhere near that. Like my best I did in practice was a 26.8 with this setup, which I was pretty happy about. But yeah, I didn't even get close to that in the actual quali, which was really bad. So we get past Ryan. Of course, you're gonna see this race. We have tremendous straight line speed. So I was running 5-4 rings. I don't mind saying that. And my teammate here lets me by. So we are a rocket ship in sector 2 and sector 3. But we are extremely slow in sector 1. So well, you're gonna see that the whole race actually. Here someone else spun as well, and this is gonna cause some mayhem in front of us. We get very close to the car ahead, but again, there's not really a gap, even though we are on softs. Someone has damage, as I'm saying here, so we're gonna try and find a way here. We're gonna go down the inside of Macho. We don't leave space for him, but he does the same to us. Luckily, we didn't get a warning from it, but we have a very bad run with our teammate now on our outside. And then this guy also has damage probably, so we get past him luckily. In a good place. We're gonna use some overtake and we're gonna stay close to Macho here. And now we're up to 10th spot already, so actually, you know, starting 18th, 10th, we are still in the DRS train where I think there is a little bit of a gap. But I think after a couple of laps this gap had closed down again. So we are still in the DRS train and lots to play for without a warning or without a penalty yet. I think we were already on 2 warnings, so not looking great. And here we break just too late. I broke too late there a lot of the times. But yeah, we're in 10th spot. I'm gonna go on board for a couple of for the rest of this lap because yeah, this time we were in front and again we brake just way too late. Montana in front spins out. I think they went 3 wide, so they had a little spin, which is another position for me. So we're up to 9th spot, but you can see in this sector 1, it's just we are losing and losing time to Macho, but still not losing enough time to actually lose the DRS, so that's good. And then we have the rest of these sectors to catch up again. But I was making mistakes, you can see, and Macho was pulling away a tiny bit, and I was kind of afraid that he pulled away more. If I look back at it now, it was just, he wasn't that far. And then I make another mistake here. We didn't get a warning, but we go so wide, and it's an awful corner for us. And with our teammate behind us, of course, we don't want to mess up his race with us. So we want to let him through here. Again, we go really wide. And we hit this inside curb, we look back and we lose the car. And somehow we didn't lose a wheel here. but we bring out a safety car, which, yeah, a VSC at least we bring out. So of course we're gonna pit and get rid of that damage. But again, making such a stupid mistake just because, you know, this track just can't afford any mistakes. And well, I guess I still have to work on my consistency. Then in lap 8, after the VSC, here we go defensive, and I thought I left space on the outside, but I guess I didn't. And I turned off the sound here because I was pretty mad, and I felt like I left enough space, but looking back at it, my line kind of went to the right, and I apologized to him as well. And yeah, well, I ended up in the wall, and well, we really needed a safety car then. And that safety car came in lap 18, so we're gonna skip to lap 18. And we're gonna be on the softs, and we're gonna be again in P17 at the back of the grid. Really shit, but yeah, in the meantime we had gotten 6 seconds of time penalty. Just another like so stupid thing. But yeah, a lot of lessons to be learned. Here we're gonna try and still have a little fun at the end of this race. And We are gonna... Okay, we're not gonna go on board till the end yet. My teammate was in first place at this point. The safety car came at a good point for him. So he was in a very good position. And here we're gonna try to have a look, but there's not really a gap. Oh yeah, okay. We're gonna skip this. We get another warning as well. So now I can finally cool down a bit, because I'm a little bit slow in my commentary. But here you can see Bunty or Davydenko, I'm not sure, made a mistake. And you can see they're going 3 wide almost, but Davydenko is moving around a little bit. There's not really any space, but I can see a gap in the middle, so we're gonna brake late. We're gonna send it to the inside. But here I don't want to get squeezed. We do get a little bit squeezed. I could have avoided that maybe looking back at it. But we're gonna have to stick behind them for now. And in the meantime, we're losing the DRS to the cars ahead. Again, it's just some fun fighting. I could have made it 3 wide again, but we're not gonna go. We're gonna do that. And now we have Remco on our right side here, the other Red Bull. And because he was going around the outside of us into turn 1, we had to let him go there. And we are back into the 17th spot. And at this point we lost the DRS. Like I think we lost the DRS by to the 14th spot. So this was just gonna be some fun. And still, I was, of course, I'm gonna remind you guys that I was running 5-4 wings in this race. So that meant that, look, in sector 2 and 3 I had so much ERS and I could like blast. But in sector 1 I was just getting, like, losing time, and it was just really hard to nail for me. So again, you're gonna see here trying to find a gap, but you can see with... Oh, DRS wasn't even open yet. That's also why we lost it maybe. But you can see we use some overtake, and we're gonna go side to side. We're gonna go around the outside of Remco. His line gets a little bit compromised by Davydenko. And with our straight line speed, we're gonna go around the outside here. He pushes us a little bit into the wall there. He doesn't leave a lot of space, but it's all good. Here we think there's gonna be a gap, but Davydenko moves under braking, makes a very weird line. And I was getting a little bit annoyed by these Red Bulls, because yeah, this was just a little bit messy. And again, you can see this first sector, man. Oh my god, you can just feel the understeer and the lack of downforce in that first sector. But we are up to 16th spot. We don't want to lose out Bunty. We can't let Bunty get away, because of course we still want to get ahead of these people. And we hit the wall again. It's just all a little bit messy, but I was having a lot of fun actually in these last couple of laps, and it's not over yet at all. Again, like, this car behind me gets very close. We're gonna use some overtake, but I think he's smarter than that to make a move right there. And again, we are getting pretty low on ERS, so I wanted to try and save some here. And again, you're gonna see Davydenko is gonna try and make a move around the outside. I didn't use any ERS to defend here, and then we're gonna brake a little bit too late there. Luckily we don't hit Remco, but Davydenko gets on our inside again. Our straight line speed is just so amazing. I think he was running out of ERS here maybe. And now medium traction control, that car behind. He's just patiently waiting, I think, for the right moment. Which I think is the smartest thing to do, looking at all of this battling. Remco here lets Bunty go. I think he did something unfair, and then he let him go. I'm not sure, but again, in this first sector, it's just about trying to stay as close as we can as Bunty goes really wide. But this little 5-way battle is looking to be pretty fun. 3 laps remaining, and it's definitely not over yet. In terms of penalties, at this point I really didn't care anymore. We were outside of the points anyway, but of course I'm not gonna cut the whole track. So we managed to stay relatively close to Remco, not too far away. Again, these last 2 sectors, we're gonna try and save some ERS. With these low wings, you can really gain a lot of ERS back. And here, Bunty doesn't have DRS. So we're gonna put on off our overtake, and he doesn't have overtake anymore. And still, look, we're just gonna sail past and gonna get on the back of Remco as we go really wide as well. We're not even driving, we're not driving that great, but doesn't matter. So here, we're behind Remco again. I'm not gonna make a dumb send. I thought, let's play it smart and let's be behind him with our straight line speed. It's not gonna be hard at all to get past him later in the DRS zone, of course. So we're just gonna stay behind him for now and see what we can do through these last couple of corners. And I was actually thinking, all right, let's just stay behind him for now. Let's save even more ERS and let's just make a move in the last couple of laps. But because our straight line speed is so good, we don't even have a choice to stay behind Remco, because yeah, we just don't even need ERS. And I'm not sure if we're gonna use ERS here. So we're 6 tenths behind. We have not touched our ERS for the whole lap. Here we're gonna use some ERS to get a tiny bit closer. I think we are gonna use some ERS because I just can't help myself, can I? With how much ERS I can regain as well. No, we're not gonna use any ERS here as well. I think I wanted to stay behind Remco here. Yep, he doesn't have ERS anymore. And of course we do. Let's see. So yeah, he didn't have ERS, so I thought let's use some ERS to get actually past him and not go side to side and, you know, have the risk of people behind us also making a move. Again, we go so wide, we make a big mistake and Remco can just get on our inside again. But I wanted to have none of that. I thought, let's just let him stay behind me. So we're gonna go side to side through the whole of these S's. Some very good racing. I think I pushed him wide a little bit, but it's so hard. Here I go wide a little bit. But still, I thought, all right, let's just stick behind him. And we're gonna just make the move here then, I guess. So we're gonna try and go around the outside. Brake late, and there's another car. Medium traction control is right behind us now. We don't want to let him through as well. And it's fine to stay behind Remco for now as well, as we go wide again, make a big mistake. And I think we touched the wall there a bit. But my screen is a little bit laggy, so maybe let's just blame it on the lag. But here, Matt TC is just pushing us. And again, we go wide, we get another warning, we get 9 seconds, no one cares at this point. And we're gonna put on our overtake. And of course we're gonna blast through, but this is actually not that great for me, because being in front in the last lap, here Remco thinks about making a move down my inside, so I had to leave some space on the inside. We're gonna get a good exit. We did have some overtake to defend for the next lap, but you can see their DRS. They're gonna get close to me again, and I thought this is the last lap. Let's try and be the second in this DRS train. We're gonna get DRS train. We're gonna get let Matt TC go, and Matt TC had a way better first sector than the other people. So I can straight away tell that he's pulling away. So I wanted to push as hard as I could, and I thought, okay, let's fuck it. And I touched the walls, and we go wide everywhere. And oh, it's just so bad. And Matt TC almost even got out of the DRS. He didn't even get out of the DRS. And then in front, there was some spinner. Baraka and Kazissel and Tom had a moment. And they all had front wing damage. And they're not even getting out my way here. You can see. We're just gonna try and find a way. But there's not any way on the track. I didn't really care. I thought it was quite funny. But yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, looking at this, I could have even had get points, but yeah, these guys, this is just awful. Like, I was so trying to be so patient. Of course, there's no way in this There's not really any space on this track.
Net niet.
And
Krijg nu P3 als het goed is.
yeah, we're gonna cross the line
Leeuw heeft mij 14 dus.
in P12, but we got 12 seconds of time penalty. Yeah, another spinner in the last corner. Some some crazy shit happening, but with our 12 seconds time penalty, of course, nothing's gonna happen. Purely our own fault, but yeah, I had fun, and still, these races are not going so well for me. So I hope I can turn that around. Next week is Imola. That's gonna be a hard track for me, but we'll just see. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys next time.